Hey guys, Lady Mom T here, and this is the third, I don't know, video of the quilting series. So I've been working on this quilt. So in the video that I saw, she taught her viewers to do a double, like a stitch on one side of the line here, and then a stitch on another side. So on the back, it gives you like this type of pattern where it's got two lines going this way, two lines going this way on each square. So you literally have to sew all the way down and then come back up on every single line, one way and then the other way. So that's what I've been working on. That's why it's taken a bit of time. I am literally about to do my last one. And if you guys can tell, I'm using a quilting foot, I guess that's what it's called. I bought a walking foot, I put it on and it like wouldn't move, so I was like, okay. I have never quilted before. This is literally my first quilt ever. And I already know I made mistakes. I'll show you them when I get done with this stitch. But you know what? I don't even care because I've gotten so far on this, way further than I expected, and I'm proud of this quilt. Let me just do this last row. So this is how it's lined up. I just line that little red mark up with the seam here, and then I'm stitching down this way, like just like I did on the other side. So that's what's been going on, like putting lines on each side of the seams all the way, all throughout this thing. Another thing I will mention, like you have to really, I understand now why she said to get gloves with like some grip on them, because I mean you really got to push this blanket through sometimes. And using like this free range quilting thing, you got to make sure the needle is down before you let go of anything, or it'll just like shoot all over. It's crazy because this needle allows you to like make intricate patterns on your quilts, and I just need it to make a straight line. Literally. You guys have no idea how grateful I am to be done with that part, because I knew I've already messed up on the back, because I didn't do it right. And I'll show you guys why. Alright, so this is what it turned out like. So it's a little wrinkly because that was my first problem. The first thing I didn't listen to. The woman said to iron everything. I didn't do that. I figured it was like, oh, no big deal. The second thing I didn't do was I didn't tape this to the floor and stretch it all the way out. I just laid it down, put the batting on, and put the quilt on. And because I did that, things like this happened. There was a wrinkle and I sewed it right in. There's another wrinkle that got sewed in. And there's another wrinkle that got sewed in. Again, this is not a big deal. In my opinion, this is not a big deal at all. It really isn't. Some of my lines aren't straight. I don't even care. This looks... I can't believe I actually did this, so I don't even care. So this is the majority of my quilt. If you notice, like right up here, those are safety pins. I had to, so how this was supposed to go was you lay down your backing and you tape it down after you iron it. Then you lay down your batting, then you lay down your quilt, and then you take safety pins and you put them in every single square. So I had done all that. I took them out as I sewed along. So everything is finished. I just have to do my trim, which again, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm watching videos. So I'm gonna link the video below that I watched to learn how to do this part, because I didn't film everything. So that way you know, if you are trying to make a quilt and you happen to stumble upon mine, I will direct you to professionals. So this is what it looks like on the quilt patches. On my next quilt, I'm definitely going to follow the directions better, but I'm going to learn to stitch in the ditch, because although this is fine for a first quilt, I don't really like this pattern on the front. So I definitely want to learn to stitch in the ditch so it just looks cleaner. Alright you guys, so I wanted to just show you a little bit of the process here of where I'm at with putting the binding on this. So what I did was cut, I think, like 7 or 8 strips of fabric that was 2.5 inches wide, and then I ended up sewing them together, which again I will link in the description below the videos to show you guys how to do that, because it's hard to film that kind of stuff when it's during the day, the kids are running around and I'm like learning it for the first time. But I just wanted to show you guys this process. Like, once I got it all cut, I folded it in half, and then I ironed it, and then I pinned it to this, which I've already sewn this part, but like up here you can see where I have clipped it and I've pinned a few spots. So I've been sewing it on, and then once I get this side, this is the back, once I get this done, I just flip it over and sew it to the front, so it'll be just like a small edging. So at this point I'm almost done. I've gotten all the way around and I'm making my way back to my start point. So I'm kind of picking up where I left off last. So let's go ahead and sew. And I'm doing this at a 1/4 of an inch. Okay guys, I have flipped the blanket over, and now I've brought around the binding, just fold it over, and so I'm not too great at corners, but it's happening. So I'm almost officially done, you guys. Alright you guys, I'm officially done with this quilt. You see the black edging right there and right there, all the way around. It's done, you guys. Thank you for following me on this crazy journey. It has been insane, and I really don't look forward to doing this. This was hard. It was really hard to figure everything out. I made a lot of mistakes, but that will help me with my future quilts. I have like 5 more to make, so yay. Alright guys, thanks for watching.